I need to get a cup of coffee. I'm kidding.
Just smack you later. Just smack you later. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I was really hoping that we could do something today so that you can kill Lily. So
You want us to kill Lily?
we are on.
Yeah, I see us. We're live. Everyone, welcome back to another session of Sigil Storms. Last time we did a lot of wandering around, speaking to various people. Lily dragged Crayton off to Northbridge to speak to the Assassin's Guild there.
And
little encounter that
surely
was.
that's all they did, quote unquote.
Remind me to smack you later.
I'll do it.
And then the group as a whole went down to try to track down a monastery for Azul, and in the process of doing that, moving everyone to a world map, in the process of doing that, to find the closest monastery, they ended up having to make a pit stop in Gatesill. At least some of them, since Lily refuses to go in.
You know what? I wish Roll20 defaulted to a location where the DM specifies on a map. We need to do something about that.
Yeah, and that's something that we can worry about after I'm done with my recap. Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
All right, which Lily refused to go in. The rest went in. They managed to locate, or the rest, I say Falana and pretty much Falana, went in and was able to locate an area where there should be a monastery and learn a few details about Gatesill, including kills, attempted murder on the Duke here. But didn't worry about that too much before they headed out into the forest, which they traveled a good ways through, spending a few days, and they eventually came across this small town called Crossroads, where they ran into the Wood Elf captain, who was guarding a place called Keyleth, and she made a mention that if they wanted to try to locate things overall best, they should probably speak to... I forgot who they were supposed to speak to. There was the magistrate who was within the fortress.
And Lily is outside the tank.
Yeah, everyone has their tokens down there in the lower right corner if you want to grab them and put them wherever you're going.
Yeah, Lily's outside the tank leading it because they are scared of a walking crab.
It's made of metal. These are wood elves.
I'm not saying they're wrong for being scared of the walking crab, but still.
Yeah.
Crab people.
All right.
So, let's go right to the magistrate, unless anyone else has anything they want to do first.
No, straight to the magistrate.
Lana doesn't want to deal with wood elves. They're below her.
Okay.
That's nice, dear.
All right, then. And Lily, I suppose, obviously you're not going to get the apparatus up to where the fortress is, but take a little side path up the hill there. You can see that it is a large, decidedly not elven-looking building that is surrounded by stone walls with a large metal gate on the front.
That's curious. Did the elf that stopped us at the beginning, did he come with us?
She is still following you,
Or
yes.
she? Lily's going to ask her, is it okay if we just park this here and then we just go in and talk to the magistrate, or do you need someone to stay with the tank?
If you park it here, it should be fine, so long as nothing happens with it.
Okay. Let's go in, everyone?
Well, if we're putting they can just storage mode, everyone has to leave anyway.
All right. Excuse me. And as you head up to the wall, you can see that she kind of walks up to it and she smacks on the side a few times. The gate will eventually start to open slowly, and she'll kind of shake her head and walk away. Inside, you can see there are two particular buildings. One appears to be more of a stables, and then you have the main building itself, which is notably human in design.
Interesting.
Let's go talk to the magistrate then.
All right.
I assume it's going to be the human-looking building.
It would be the human-looking building and not the stables.
Yes.
You think?
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom to make sure.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Oh god.
I think this would be more intelligence.
Well, I'm pretty sure your mods are the same, so... it's gonna be the actual building, not the stables.
I don't know. Maybe they're planning to ride the human. I
Alright.
don't know.
Lily's gonna head towards the
The
magistrate's
hell?
office and knock on the door.
All right.
Falana
heading
can
ins-
join in.
All right. Who's all going with Lily?
I am.
All right. So
Falana.
Crayton is accompanying and Falana is accompanying. Okay.
Might not
Azul-
full the party.
Lily's gonna suggest to Azul to come with.
All right. Well, Azul will come as well. I'm just gonna say Cassidy and Elana then will stick around with the
Guard the crap.
Keep an eye on it. Play cards.
We are
During
guarding.
contests.
We are guarding the Lion Master.
And heading inside the main building, which the door is unlocked, which kind of makes sense considering you have to get through this freaking fortress to get in there. You see, it's a rather wide-looking area, almost like it could be a bit like where someone would address things like in a town hall per se. And at the end, there is a large desk next to a podium, and sitting at that desk looks to be, at first glance, a brown-haired half-elf.
Mm-hmm.
At first glance.
At first glance, he looks human
I
aside from the
roll a
ears.
perception.
Okay, roll perception.
I want to know how tall those ears are.
He wants to
Okay.
see what the second glance gives.
All right, go ahead.
Because when you give a description like that, is
All right. So taking a much closer second look, you are definitely sure that this is indeed a half-elf.
God damn it! Why would you?
However, you're going to need a third glance to tell what gender they are.
Lily's gonna approach and
They appear to be male.
Lily's gonna approach and what would the correct title be? Your Honor?
I
would
think
say.
that's gonna be the best title in this situation.
Yeah.
Don't ever tempt me, because I will do it.
So she's gonna say, Your Honor, we were told to come and speak to you.
And he will. He's currently writing the book when you walked in. He sets his quill down and he pushes his chair back as he looks over the group, not anyone to, or looking from person to person. His gaze, he just kind of nods after a moment. Oh, well, this is an interesting group. I take it the one in the mask is a human.
You have
Alright.
to take it off and
As far
find
as
out.
we can tell.
And so long as it's not an orc or some other foul creature.
I'll take off. I just
If
take
he
off my
was,
glove.
I'd
I'll take off my
stab him,
glove
Don't worry about it.
and show.
Very well. Welcome to my town of Crossroads. It's not often despite the name, it's not often I actually get people who come up here requiring to speak to me. They usually just pass right through.
Well, we were looking for a monastery, and I know we're getting close, but it would be very helpful if we could get some more information. And Lily's going to very quickly describe Azul's issue.
A monastery. Well, I can honestly say I know no way myself to take care of such an issue, and far beyond my purview. But you are indeed getting close to a monastery, though they've just been recently set up.
Even if
Actually,
they've been recently set up, there's still somebody who might have the expertise or knowledge to help with this situation.
yes, perhaps I do. Though now that I'm thinking about it, perhaps you could all do a favor for me. We have trade agreements set up with the monastery to provide them with food and such while they get set up, a few building supplies, wood and such. Though we haven't really had the chance to get our caravan set up to take it up there. If
Oh.
you're headed that way, perhaps you could take it up for us.
We have plenty of room. We can. You probably didn't see our vehicle outside, but
We're going to need a couple of carts for hauling lumber.
it can carry quite a bit.
Yes. I'm sure that I'm sure Keyleth can help take care of that.
Sure, no problem. Just tell us where to go.
Just find her and speak to her about things. I'm sure you'll be able to rest in the night at the old man's inn while we get everything together to be loaded up. We weren't supposed to get it sent out for another several days.
It's funny when you said you wanted a favor. I thought you wanted us to go raid a dungeon or something. That's what everyone else asks for.
Oh no. We've already had that dungeon
can I roll
taken care
insight
of.
on him right now?
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Nah.
So you can see he's just trying to take advantage of people who are wandering through to take care of his shit for no cost.
Yep. And Lily's nice and dumb enough to do it.
Falana's just gonna pinch Bridge her nose.
Well, Falana didn't do the insight check.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's Lily's. Sure. Right away.
Right. Now then, unless there's anything else you need me to take care of, there is a lot of work I need to be taken care of.
Was there anything else? I thought it was just...
That took a while though. I clicked it. I'm just
It's
waiting
on
for a
now.
plot.
Um,
Which I failed anyway, so.
Yeah.
who we find against? Who are we looking for against Silver?
You're looking for a... what are you looking for in what regard?
He wanted us to go and find
I
someone.
think it was like.
It was the captain of the guard, the one who pretty much walked you in.
Okay.
Her name's Keyleth.
Okay.
Is she a druid?
I don't know what she is. Probably a
Probably
ranger.
Remember, Jeeves.
ranger.
Silver does not watch that show.
Uh,
But yeah, for now on we call her Kiki.
Lily's gonna give a short bow and head on out.
Cyrus will just follow behind her.
Alright. Azul will follow as well.
Well, that went about as well as expected.
Azul, speak up. At least we have proper directions.
Mm.
And they're not going to, I don't know, use some of their monk magic on us to hurt us as soon as we enter the gates because we have food with
Well.
us.
True.
That's not how. You know what? I'm not gonna get into this.
Yeah, Azul will check right as well. Monks are usually more pacifistic than that.
Well, yes, so it never hurts to be certain, right?
However, there is a chance they may have some arcane scrolls or books I could make use of myself. We'll see what we can come across while we're there.
Is Kiki anywhere around nearby?
You don't see her. Roll perception, actually.
Roll up perception.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
roll
Give me a moment.
perception.
Roll a 6. Roll
Oh
a
my
natural
god. I'm gonna. Nah.
I
screw it.
clicked
Don't
it.
bother. I'm
I
gonna bother.
clicked it. There it is.
1. Okay.
You have no clue where she's at currently.
Lily is
What the
going
hell
to...
is with our rolls?
I'm gonna roll for Azul.
I'll wait
Because
for
apparently it's gonna be something that may or may not be needed.
We have
Okay.
a
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Azul, because everyone's kind of looking around wildly, she kind of sets her eyes dead towards the way you came in, and she speaks up. I think I see her over there. I didn't get a good glimpse, though.
On the bright side, guys, at least I botched that there and then for nothing important.
Yeah.
Wait until you have 3 more. Lily's gonna head off towards the place Azul was pointing.
Yeah, which would have been right around here-ish.
Good. It's a good thing I keep Lucky around, Jeeves.
Yep. For the sake of brevity, can we just say that we make the arrangements?
Yeah, like
For
you'll,
the sake. God.
yeah, because you'll meet up with her. You'll relay the information about what was discussed, what was said. She'll kind of look a little surprised when that little discussion goes on, but she'll nod and agree to that. Explain that if you're going to do the transport, you should probably take your ride, whatever the device, whatever it is, up towards the old windmill so that it could be loaded up with grain and such through, over the night, and then it can be taken straight up in the morning.
Well, to be fair, it was created by a crazy drunk. So.
Oh, no, he was only drunk when he did the cat ears.
I don't know. Well, when drunk when he made this too.
I would assume Elana would probably take the tank up to the mill.
Yeah, she probably would have through the instruction.
Mm-hmm.
So
Make sure you.
go ahead.
God. I was gonna say, make sure that the lumber is in a cart because I guarantee you, lumber is not going to be hauled easy without one.
And it's only going to be grain, they'll explain further. It's just food supplies for the most part.
Oh no, all they did was say was
Okay,
food.
Well, no, he said and building supplies.
And she'll explain that the magistrate doesn't know what he's talking about half the time.
Hey!
Isn't that normally the case with those noble folk, right? Right?
Well, he
Roll
probably
deception.
I will assist.
I'm completely serious. Roll deception.
I will assist.
All right. And
Yeah,
as you say that, she just kind of...
poker.
Yeah, as you say that, Kiki just looks at you.
Right?
And then she turns away and keeps going.
So I'm guessing he didn't actually read the orders. He's just getting free transport there.
Well, is there anything interesting to do in this town? At Crossroads?
Read a book.
I said interesting.
There are a number of people that come through the town. Obviously, it's part of our name to begin with. Of course, there's the inn. There's the Temple of Life and Dead, if any of you are particularly religious. Though I heard their cleric is out on work right now.
Well, who's the temple for?
It is a rather odd temple, to be honest. It worships not so much a single god as it does two different ideals.
Well, life and death is it's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, and yeah, there should be a number of clerics there, though I do know one of the younger is out on a assignment.
Okay.
Oh my. That silence. What the hell?
Yeah, it was a bit.
That's me hoping one of you guys will speak, so I don't make this the Lily show.
I'm the silent observer.
Okay. Well,
For now,
go ahead.
For now, we should probably just get our rooms set up at the inn. Make sure we're situated on that regards.
All right. And she'll make a mention that it's pretty hard to miss the inn as it's the largest building in the center of town.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can find it?
Roll a perception check.
Please be a natural one.
Pretty close. Close enough. Close enough. All right. And in your search, you end up... Oh, you think the center of town is all the way over here. Past everything else, somehow.
Alright, guys, follow me.
No.
Azul will kind of place her hand on Falana's shoulder. Let her go. She'll figure it out.
But better go and keep an eye
Should
on her.
we? Yeah, I'll get my rooms taken care of.
Yeah, and Azul will kind of go in for the rooms as well. You can see that this is mostly elvish make. There's an old, and you can tell, even look at him, that he is an old elf who is currently working the the bar in it, as well as who you could assume is the one you'd speak to about rooms.
Good morning.
Hello there, miss. Traveling through?
Yes, we are. We're just seeking arrangements for a room for the night.
A room for the night, of course. Just the two of
Magistrate
you?
sent us. There's 4 of us. Well, actually, there's 6 of us. Huh? Yeah, there's 6 of us.
6 of you. I believe I happen to have one room that could sit a party of 6.
That would be perfect.
Of course. That will be 20 gold for the night. For the 6 of you.
I'll hand him 20 gold.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time today.
All right. And he'll make a mention the actual inn would be up on the 2nd story towards the end on the left. Though that's not too important as they don't have a map for the place.
No, we have to get the key anyway, so.
Yeah. Lily, as you end up wandering out all that way, you see nothing but farms and a few smaller buildings, and the clearing that the town is in starts to disappear into once more being tightly packed together trees.
Lily!
Well, the only
Lily!
big building is this weird circular one here.
Lily! Other way.
Oh, to the south then? Alright, we're just gonna go towards
No,
this
no.
odd building.
No.
Just knock her out and drag her back.
It's Lily.
Knock her out and
Lily's
drag her
gonna
back.
knock on the door. Hello? I'm looking for a room.
And inside, you see that these are massive doors around the building, and they kind of open inward with a slow creaking one by one, and it seems to take like almost a minute before it's open wide enough to look inside.
This is a very foreboding inn.
Lily down in the inn.
It does not seem like a very nice place to sleep.
It's not the inn.
Oh?
And around this time, you see there is another half elf, which will kind of take a step forward, and it's an older male half elf, not quite as old as the one who's working the inn, granted. And he'll kind of step forward, like, new members who would wish to pray at the church.
Nope. And I walk off down the road.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
I'm with him. Lily's gonna follow Silas.
Actually, I'm going to the milk. I'm going to the milk tank.
See, I wanted to go in there, but Lily really didn't, so...
Another one. You hear him say that as the doors start to slowly creep
Why
close.
have you forsaken me?
So, don't like churches, do you?
Nope.
I would have thought life and death would be right up your alley. Alright, good talk.
Same time tomorrow.
Alright.
Yeah, and Cassidy is still with the apparatus as she's
Is it
like making a
open?
note of where they're going to load everything up.
Okay.
At a point where she's just saying, just bring all the bags of grain and what have you outside, set them alongside it, and they'll load it up in the morning.
Sounds like a
Lily's
plan.
gonna help him move things around if they don't mind.
Yeah, they're not going to turn down free help.
So I was going to stay with the apparatus for the
Fair enough.
moment.
All right. And around this time, you can see the sun is starting to set. It's usually kind of hard to tell when you're in the middle of the forest because there's trees everywhere. But in this clearing, you can kind of see the sun moving to set off in the distance. Around this time, they get all the bags of grain kind of sorted out, taken care of, were to be loaded in by the party in the morning. A few of them anyway. There's still looks to be a bit more to be loaded, which they're going to have to go through the night to take care of. Mainly because they're not done actually producing some of the grain. Some of it's still being made.
About how much? Like, does it all fit inside?
It's going to all fit inside. It might be a little more cramped, but you should have enough free room to move around and everything in there still.
Alright, so we should be able to load it up in an hour or less?
In an hour or less, yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, well, Lily's gonna head back towards the center of town.
All right.
Not going to get lost this.
She got lost this time. Cassidy will sigh and kind of jump down there to grab a hold of Lily,
Oh,
grab her shoulder more or less.
I'm going to grab her other shoulder.
The town is this way, she'll remark.
it's such a small town. It feels like it should go on a lot further than this.
Yes, well, several towns are small. Come on. Time to sleep.
It's like walking around with a child.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Well, at least she acts like a child. The other one,
I've seen worse.
she just kind of sits there.
And let's not make jokes against Alto because Alto cannot literally play anything D&D wise for this month.
I know.
All right, and inside the inn, it's yeah, expect Falana will be there or Zul will be there. They'll mention where the room is. You can all go up there and rest for the night in your shared room.
Hey,
All right.
Gonna talk about anything throughout the night, or are you just gonna sleep?
Don't know. Anyone got a subject?
well, Falana, you talked about reading earlier, didn't you? Poke, poke.
I expect you stepped away, but
She's muted.
wasn't there a book that Crayton / Silas wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I apologize. Sorry, I muted myself.
Oh, sorry. Lily's going to mention you talked about reading earlier.
Yes, there's plenty of interesting books out there.
I seem to remember we had an interesting book that's similar to the one I had a little while ago. The one with, for mine it was all the exercises and stuff. The other one I think was like, I don't know, mental exercises or something weird like that.
The one that teaches you to be more insightful in your life.
Yeah,
Are you
that.
sure you don't want to read that one? It could be of use to you.
Well, it might be. Can I see it?
Are you sure you're going to read this one?
Well, I mean, I read the other one. That was a lot of reading. I kind of wanted to look at it real quick though.
I'll toss the book towards you.
She's gonna look at it. What's in the book? Like what's on the cover and so on?
That book was the wisdom book.
Yeah.
Double check. Constitution, strength. So it was a tome. You remember exactly what the book is called?
Tome of Insight, I believe.
Tome of
Insightful.
Understanding is what it was.
Tome
So
of
it
Understanding?
contains intuition and insight exercises inside of it. The cover for Tome of Understanding, it appears to just be like a red covered book with an more an elderly man on the cover, as though like and just looking at him, you get the feeling that this is like an old wise man.
This book
You should
does
probably
not have
read
many
that.
pictures in it. I don't know. Would it be best for me to read I've read a lot. Like I
You
don't need
also got
this.
lost
I don't need
looking
this.
for a building that was obvious.
Here, let me have a look.
Alright, she's gonna hand it off to Silas.
I'm going to flip through it quickly.
Okay.
Is it interesting?
I don't know, must have... Oh, was that you asked me in character?
Yep.
Seems to be a lot of old text. Could be useful. Just have to read through it quite a bit.
It took me like a whole week to read the last one. Where like a lot of reading. Took a lot.
I personally think it'd take about 2 days. You really want to
Yeah, for like
grind
strict,
down at it.
yeah, for strict reading, like the amount of time you actually spent reading, you feel as though you spent doing nothing else for 2 straight days. That's all it took. But of course, you couldn't do like 2 days straight reading.
Yeah.
Lily would go
No, you
insane.
could.
Lily would go insane.
She pretty much almost went insane reading the amount she did. So,
Yeah.
but it might not be. I don't know. It feels like you might want to read it all, like together. If it's anything like the last book, you might not want to read it right before a dungeon. I don't know. Maybe now's a good time.
How long? Yeah, about to say, how long we got until we all pretty much sleep, Silver?
You probably have a few hours before you need to go to bed. Azul kind of leaned back and mentioned that you could probably read on the ride, though they're probably only like half a day away from the monastery at this point.
I'm gonna read as much as I can tonight.
All right, so mark down like 3 hours.
Okay. Where do you want me to mark that, or
Just mark it somewhere.
Okay.
Exactly where it doesn't matter as much as the fact that it's mattered.
I could just stick it in my class, other class stuff.
And that'll work fine.
Do we have
More
anything
notes
else,
in the inventory.
anything else of interest that we have that we can Like, now that we're all together in one room, maybe it's a good idea to go through all of our stuff and see if there's anything that, maybe we can trade around some items or something.